Welcome to the Mac and Jack Attack.
And this is Mac.
And I'm Jack, and it's been a minute since we did our last podcast, because last episode we actually did a reaction video with our girlfriends on Final Fantasy characters.
You should check it out.
It's on our YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot has happened since our last episode. Alright, so just to begin, PlayStation had their big event. They showed off more games, and they released their release date for the PS5 and the console prices.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember too much about their event, but
yeah, me neither.
they they got Final Fantasy 16, so that's something.
Yeah, that actually we low-key freaked out because we watched it together, right?
Yeah, we were. What the hell were we doing? We were just like chilling for a bit.
Yeah, it was actually a random day.
We were about to play Tekken.
We were gonna play Tekken,
and then we were like, "Oh shit, the PlayStation event is here. Let's check it out." It was in the background, and I just like looked over. I'm like, "Oh hey, look, it's a Final Fantasy 16 logo.
Hello?
What the fuck is this bullshit?"
And I'm like, "Bro, we gotta go to watch together," and we did, and we fangirled out.
Yeah,
it was amazing. It was really amazing.
I was like, yo, I think PlayStation just won. I mean, I know just like week or two before that, Xbox came out with their prices. The Series S being $300, which is fucking crazy for a launch price. Right.
Honestly, I didn't even expect that. Honestly, like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we made bets. I don't even remember what.
Yeah.
I know I went like $100 more, that's for sure.
But yeah, so when Xbox came out with that, I was like, oh shit, I might get an Xbox. I haven't had an Xbox since the 360, and I haven't had one since because the Red Ring of Death.
Right.
But for those prices, for what you get, it's kind of insane.
Yeah. They really are going after like affordability for especially for consoles. I'm quite excited for it. To be honest though, again, I guess I just don't remember as much. But which one? Can you remind us what cost? What PlayStation cost? What and?
All right. Yeah. So the Xbox, since I just said the Series S's price of $299.
$299.
The Series X is going to be $499.
Okay.
And then for PlayStation, there are two different versions. The digital is $399, and the disc drive version is $499. Which we're both like, what the fuck? Why is there $100 difference?
They didn't explain it that much, did they?
No, they didn't say anything. They're just like, hey, this version has a disc drive. It costs $100 more. They didn't really say if there's any like other upsides to paying $100 more.
Maybe to the OG people that still want disc. You know what I mean? I mean, that's something I might be into, but at the same time, I don't see the worth of it anymore. But that is interesting though, since I don't think they did mention why it's $100 difference because of the disc drive. But you know, to be honest with you, I think these are overall for both Sony and Microsoft. They're like good ass prices.
Oh yeah,
anyone could get one. To be honest with you,
but I think Xbox is playing that move of like, hey, our lower end console is $200 less, not just $100. It's just like, hey, like this is what you buy your kid to play Fortnite now.
Oh my god, that's true. Yeah, for sure. You know what? That's ballsy moves, and to be honest, I could see why a lot of people would go for the lower end of the Xbox, especially. Granted, you gotta overlook the way it looks, but to be honest, for that low of a price, why not?
All right, so right now, for like next gen, anyways, because there's always gonna be a console war.
Yeah.
Who do you think is winning?
Well, that's the thing. I've always been a Sony guy.
Yeah.
But that's because of the exclusives, you know. But in terms of price, the lower version console, it's looking pretty good for its price.
Yeah.
$300, $299. That's not bad.
Man, I could buy a Series S to play Cyberpunk instead of getting a new GPU. And I'll still get ray tracing, I think. It's cheaper than a GPU.
That is way cheaper. Like, honestly, I wouldn't even argue with anyone if it's like if someone was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get an Xbox. I've been a PlayStation guy my whole life. I'm gonna get an Xbox.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I mean, come on, it's $299. I'm so boggled by the price. That's crazy. But honestly, if you're gonna play all the next gen games, just like you said, honestly, just get an Xbox.
Yeah, because even the 3070 GPU from Nvidia is like the same price as the Series X and PS5 now. So, that's some food for thought on that. But yeah, for me, like, I'm actually like way more hyped for Xbox compared to PlayStation. Granted, like you said, PlayStation has their exclusives.
Yeah.
They always will have their exclusives because that's just how they are. When in that PlayStation event, they showed Final Fantasy 16 again. That's going to be a console exclusive. But if anything, I'll probably get that for PC. They showed off Miles Morales, which...
Oh, yeah.
Definitely going to have to try that.
Oh, yeah.
And at the very end, they revealed that their, fucking God of War is coming out next year.
Okay, we flipped out when that
Yeah.
happened. That was insane, man. Like, because we knew it was gonna come out. I think when we were watching it together, I was like, how long ago was God of how long ago was that? That was like a few years back.
2018 now. So
That's
2 years.
crazy.
Yeah.
So now that they just teased it, I was like, the first thing you heard was crazy. Boy, like, bruh, I was like, dude, how? It's funny because I think I said like, how can Xbox beat this? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I have to get a PS4, and then the price came out, and it's like, okay, well, I have to rethink this over.
Because like PlayStation, I definitely will have to get a PS5 just so I can play God of War 2 or Ragnarok or whatever the fuck they're calling it now.
I think it's called Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
So, I mean...
This is a really hard decision. Affordability, Xbox. Exclusive-wise, though... I mean, okay, well, to be fair... Let's just put it out there, because again, I'm more of a Sony guy. I love the exclusive for Sony way more than Xbox.
Right.
The only thing I like for Xbox is
Halo.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, But if I were to really think about it, especially now, like me personally, if I want to play AAA games for a cheaper, I would go for the Xbox. Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, I mean, eventually I'll get a Sony.
Yeah.
Oh, Sony, what the hell? A PS5, but it's man, that price is hard to really,
Yeah. Like when it comes to marketing strategies or like how each company drives sales, it's like you said, Xbox, they're kind of better for pricing right now.
Right.
They are really pushing hard their Game Pass.
Oh yeah.
Which I am a huge advocate for because it's like, $10 a month. I mean, I'm on PC right now for it. $10 a month to play all these games. Granted, I don't even play like 90% of those games, but it's just the choice. Having the choice
of what's there. Yeah, for sure.
Because like, it's like a Netflix subscription. There's like all the shit on here.
It's pretty cheap too, right?
Yeah.
How much is it for the?
It was $5, but they're going up to $10 because they're going out beta.
And it's monthly, right?
Yeah, monthly.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So, yeah, like $120 a month if you're on PC. If you're doing the Ultimate, then it's $15 a month. But you still get a lot of amazing games, and you get all first-party Microsoft games day one. So it's just like, I love Microsoft's strategy of having a service opposed to just purely exclusives, I feel like, because I don't know, it's a lot more affordable for the price of like two new games.
And this isn't a standpoint. I'm just gonna say this: we're adults. We obviously have things to pay, and but then again, we're also like gamers at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So having like that as an option, and also like you said, because it's cheaper every month, even with the Ultimate, $15 a month.
Yeah.
The freedom of choice just makes it like, oh my god. I wouldn't mind that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I totally get it though, but like I do have a question for you though, like just to solidify it.
Yeah.
Like just personally, you right?
Yeah.
You go in the store, you got money, but like you see a PS5, all the PS5s, right? All the versions and all the versions of Xbox.
Yeah.
Right now, what are you getting?
Series S.
Yeah?
Or another Switch.
Oh my god. Okay. So basically, just confirming it, you're just you're essentially getting it because of what everything like the battle pass, all the games that you're getting, and also how affordable it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and just because, when it comes to launch, anyways, there's just usually not that many launch games.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait anyways. So, like, that's why I'm not getting any next gen consoles until like maybe 2022 or something like that.
Okay.
Unless God of War Ragnarok is fucking amazing, then I have to get it like day of.
Okay. But to be fair, right? We're talking in terms of price point, and but like let's say the PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
same price. What would you be choosing?
If it was the same price, I would have to go for PlayStation just
But
because.
remember, they don't got no battle pass. They just
The Game Pass, yeah.
Battle pass. Why I say that?
Because Fortnite.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, I think I would have to go for PlayStation at that point, just because my family, we've owned PlayStations since the very first PlayStation. Like, it's in our blood. I gotta get it, just because it's just like, it's continuing the lineage, which, I mean, of course, again, I will probably get a PS5.
Right.
I'm not gonna, like, the reason why I won't get an Xbox is because I already have a PC. That's the only reason why I wouldn't get an Xbox.
And not only that, I heard. Well, I think Sony's doing this too, aren't they? Putting their exclusives.
They're putting.
I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure.
They're putting some exclusives right
Just
now.
some, right?
Yeah, because like you just got Horizon a few months back. Yeah, so I don't know how far they're gonna go with that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Because like honestly, so if Halo, which I think it is, it's Halo Infinite, right?
Yeah.
Granted, I know the graphic people were complaining about,
Well,
but
that was just like the game is still being made.
exactly,
You can't really
it
judge
is
it
what
too
it
hard.
is. It is what it is, and I am a Halo fanboy, so I'm a bit biased. But like, I don't. Are they coming out? It's coming out on the PC, right? Because when I look at Steam, it's showing Halo Infinite.
I believe it is coming out for
See,
PC.
right then and there, besides the price point, I don't see a real good reason for me to get the Xbox at that point. Besides the battle
Game Pass.
Game Pass, my bad. Sorry guys. Yeah, nothing but Fortnite here. But yeah, the Game Pass is probably the only main reason.
But like that's what I really like. I really like the way that Microsoft is doing it, just because like the reason why they're making a console is for the people who can't afford PC gaming, because it's not cheap.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's none of this shit is cheap for sure, especially PC.
Yeah.
Granted, I know there's people saying that like PC, it's affordable, but at the same time, it's one of those things where, it can be made affordable, but even then, you're still wasting like a good $800.
Yeah.
Same as a
minimum,
console, so
probably. Yeah.
Regardless, none of this is cheap, and the way Xbox is doing it, it is making it accessible for people that can't afford it. So that's really cool. That's really nice.
But yeah, so people are always talking about Xbox and PlayStation, but no one's really talking about Nintendo. Granted,
They're irrelevant.
a little bit.
I'm just joking. No.
But, granted, it is because the Switch came out
Well, to be
2017.
fair,
so
actually, this is a question. Sorry for interrupting, but this is your question. Do you find Nintendo like in its own lane?
Nintendo's absolutely in its own lane.
Its own lane,
It
right?
is not
And how so though? Like, because technology-wise, no, they're fucking irrelevant. I'm serious. They're irrelevant in terms of technology. There's no way they can't compete with like Xbox and. You think Switch could do ray tracing?
No, I only argue that it's because, again, like you said, it's in its own lane.
Okay.
The portability of the Switch is the reason why the Switch is still a threat.
And I commend them for that. That's great. But honestly, that's amazing. But graphical wise, nah.
Yeah, it's never gonna be that.
Like, I don't see Nintendo as like a advancement in technology. Sony did that first with what's that called? The Vita. Sony.
PSP.
No. Well, they did the PSP, but the PS Vita. Granted, it died.
Yeah.
But it was ahead of its time though.
Dude, how the fuck did the Vita die to the 3DS? a system that
Better
has
games. You gotta admit, it had 3DS has way
3DS
better games.
had Pokemon.
That's the thing that Nintendo had. They were very creative in how they did things. They knew what their market was.
Yeah.
Think about it. They had a console besides their handhelds. What was it called?
The Wii and the Wii U.
The Wii. That failed, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, wait a minute. Dude, our 3DS is doing pretty good. I'm like, why not just make it, let's just make us, all handheld thing. So they did that, and obviously, it's popping.
It's that one Taco Shell commercial. Why not both?
Yeah, why not both? So, I don't know. It felt like they're their own lane. Even their own games. Their fan base is, they're dedicated. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Nintendo fanboy as well, but like, yeah, they're in my opinion, yeah, they're their own lane. I don't see them really catching up in terms of like graphical wise.
Yeah, like I feel like
Sony and Microsoft will always be a step ahead.
Yeah.
In terms of that, but don't
For
get me wrong. Graphics don't make
a game.
the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trust me. I think there's more games in Nintendo that I like more than I guess Xbox.
Well, that's not saying much because talking about exclusives, like what does the Xbox really have aside from Halo? I mean, I know there's like
No, there's a bunch more.
There's a bunch more. Gears, Forza.
Yeah, there's Gears.
Fable is coming back, which I'm actually super hyped about that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I heard that was also going out for PC, yeah? Or no?
I have no idea. But
Again, this is all speculations. So like, okay, but that's pretty interesting though. But I don't know. What do you think in terms of Nintendo?
Nintendo, I feel like it only survives because it has the giant fan base that it does.
Yeah.
And like you said, it is technically now that the 3DS is discontinued, it is the only handheld console now.
Yeah.
So, well, that's kind of weird saying because handheld and consoles, it's a Switch, whatever. But yeah, like I do love my Switch. I love the portability of it.
Yeah, right.
Fucking hate that word. But it honestly, aside from the first party games, there's not that much on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it. I will admit there isn't that much. Yes, you're right. But yeah, you actually, wow, that just made me. I'm just realizing a whole thing now. It's the fan base. It's really just the fan base because there's Mario Party. There's what else? Smash, obviously.
Breath of the Wild.
Mario
Odyssey, Mario Kart, which was on the Wii U.
Actually, yeah. There's obviously a bit more that Nintendo does. I'm just not aware of it. But anything that Nintendo does has something to involve with Mario.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite ones personally. But this just brings it back. Yeah, they're on their own lane. That's the way I see it.
I really love my Switch, but I don't touch it that often. Like, yeah, I get those first party games every like half year, less than that maybe at this point. So I'm not really excited about it. Granted, I'm not a big Nintendo fan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I didn't really grow up on Nintendo. Like I said earlier, I grew up on PlayStation. So I don't have this like hype for Nintendo games. But then when it comes to like Breath of the Wild, I like it for the gameplay. I don't like it for like because it's another Legend of Zelda game.
Right.
So Nintendo, yeah, they're doing their own thing. So
not that we're disregarding Nintendo, by the way, because they're the shit. But
yeah,
in terms of other aspects, we could agree that in terms of graphically, they'll never catch up. Yeah,
they're not.
Catch up.
Yeah,
granted, they prove us wrong, Nintendo.
But again, technically, like, would you consider the Switch current gen?
See, that's weird. I don't know.
Or is it the first next gen console that came out 3 years before the other ones?
Did Nintendo have a?
There's the Wii U. The Wii U is in between the Wii and.
Why did that fail? I thought it was cool.
Because I think it failed because the name Wii U doesn't sound like it's a new console. It sounds like an add-on.
Expansion.
Yeah, which is weird. Which is kind of weird because like you think about like back in the day, there was like the Nintendo and then the Super Nintendo.
They did release it.
The Game Boy, then the Game Boy Advance, and the Game Boy Color in a way, and the DS, the 3DS, the 2DS, the new 3DS.
See, that just goes back to they're their own thing. I don't. I wouldn't even say they're even like next gen, to be honest with you.
They're Nintendo gen.
Yeah, they're
Nintendo.
I mean, no, that's the thing. I don't disagree with that because like, how else are they gonna do it? The only thing it feels like what they should do if they're gonna make it next gen. I say make it portable because I think that's what they got going for
sure.
Maybe upgrade the graphics, I guess. At least it can handle more or something like that. But see, that's the thing. The fact that I'm stuttering or I can't even. I don't know how they're next gen. They're their own thing.
Yeah.
Nintendo. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you see them being current gen? What makes it current gen? What's the criteria for current gen anyway?
I mean, it came out during the lifespan of the other generations. That's where I'm kind of going. Like,
is that what you're going? If that's the case, then no, there's no way.
Yeah.
That's if we're gonna go based on like timelines, then no.
But I don't know, because it's weird. Because like, if you think about it, the Switch is a pretty revolutionary step for gaming because it is a fusion between handheld and console. So,
which is cool.
In a weird, like in a different way, technically, it is its own. Like, I don't know.
Okay, how about this? What is your criteria for a current or next gen console? You could add timelines in there, but that just
timelines don't mean shit.
Okay, forget the timeline.
Yeah,
right?
You're right.
So what's your criteria for next gen? You know what I mean? Because if that's the case, then you got to add technology into that. Because if you add technology into that, then the Switch, what you said makes it next gen.
But like,
there's no one else that did it. Like who else did it? Now unless you count as put the like a PS Vita or PSP adapter and putting in your HDMI and putting it on your TV.
Right.
But even then, what they did, they legit made a dock. So what would your criteria be for a next gen console?
I never thought about it.
Let's put it this. Let's do it this together. One, technology.
Technology, for
right?
sure.
That's one of them, right? Okay, let's do that. Should we add exclusives?
No, because exclusives, that's just like the companies. Because kind of where I put it is, Nintendo is all exclusives. PlayStation is some exclusives,
right?
And then Xbox at this point is kind of like one or two exclusives ever.
Okay, so we're basically just back at just technology at that point.
But that's like, how do you classify technology?
GPUs, frame rates, how resolutions, how big it can handle, because technology is always going to be advancing, right?
Yeah.
What you said there, what they did was hella creative, and that is what I considered. Also, playability, right? How it performs. The way you said it, it just sounds like it's next gen to me, right? If you put it that way, then I would consider Switch somewhat next gen, but it's kind of falling behind soon, at one point, eventually.
All right, so what do you think that next gen resolution should be, since you said that that's part of technology?
Explain. What do you mean by next gen resolution?
Because you said that
resolution like
yeah, like
720p. Oh, okay. Are you kidding me? Honestly, I'm already okay with 4K, my guy. But knowing the fact that we're close to 8K, that's next gen. Because I don't know. Well, tell me this. Again, this is all assumptions. We did a little bit of research.
Yeah.
But like for Xbox and for the PS5.
Yeah.
What can they handle? 4K? I know they handle up to 4K.
I think they both handle 4K. I gotta check on the Series X again.
Yep.
The Series X can render up to 8K.
See, that right there, I think that's next gen.
So
can the Switch do that? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't have an 8K.
I also have the Switch resolution up right here.
Mm-hmm.
On handheld, the resolution is 720p. In docked mode, it's 1080.
See.
So would that be last gen? Because like,
well, you gotta put it in subcategories because like if you again when you put like technology, there's a lot of things you gotta consider.
For sure.
The more I'm like switching on and off now because like if you put it that way, I think it's like I don't think it's next gen. Technology wise, no, I don't think it's next gen. I think what they did was creative, and that's one of the main reasons why I was like, oh, that's next gen, that's pretty cool. But no. If you're gonna think of as a whole and what the others could do, that's all they did. And not only that, you gotta pay more for other stuff. Remember the box thingy?
Yeah. Let me ask you this: would you consider the Switch being a console at all, or is it a handheld?
Oof. Mega oof. Dude, I don't know, bro. Okay, let me think.
Because if you think about it, the Switch is just a tablet with controllers on it.
It's a glorified like a mobile
that you can output onto a TV.
Then yeah, it's a console.
So it's a console.
What defines a console?
What does define a console?
Okay. Don't get it mixed up, alright? But like when I think of console, I think of portability, and you can sit on a couch and play video games. That's what I think. What I mean by portability, like it's not like a desktop or it's carryable, right?
But then the playing on a couch, that's what I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Because handhelds you can play on a couch. So you mean on a TV?
You're making this more complicated than it has to be. Okay, let's put it this way, right? Then this is what like separates them at all. The Switch, I say it's a console because you can make it into a console. But for a handheld, you legit need to have like a long ass HDMI cord and plug it in. Yeah, you could sit in a couch and do that, but with this one, it gives you like, for me, it gives you like the console experience. Just the way I'm seeing it when I played the PlayStation 2, put in the disc, sit on couch, and play game. That's it. Right. Yeah, that's how I see it. What do you think?
So in a world where the Switch Lite exists, which is a fully handheld device, it's like, would you consider that a console?
No.
Because that's not a console.
That's not a console. That is not a console. Like, I don't even think you could put it on the TV.
No, you can't.
No, you can't, right?
Yeah, there's no dock for it.
Then I don't think that's a console. I think that's straight up just a handheld.
So, if I had my 3DS and I did hook it up with all those wires and stuff like that, you would still consider it a handheld? And it was like output onto a TV? Granted, that would suck because it's two screens, but
it would be really hard. But to be honest, I still say no, it is not a console. To me, the console experience has to be, one, it still has to play right? It has to have the functionality. You have to sit, basically be more in a relaxed form and just play games. That's really it. That's how okay, how about this? When you play your consoles, what do you do? Give me the whole setting, the whole shebang. What do you do? What's your process of like, okay, I want to play games today. What do you do?
I just grab my controller, sit on the couch and play.
Boom. That to me is what a console is.
So a console is something that has a controller?
Yes.
That is not a giant PC.
Yeah, literally you sit down and you literally, it's plug in, you sit down and you just play video games. With that said, that could be a console. I meant a PC.
Yeah, I was about to say that because you could make like fucking, what the hell is it called? Like the smaller builds. Small build PCs.
Oh, like mini ITX motherboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a console.
So you can have like a console size PC. Is that a console or is that a PC or what? Like it would.
See, that's the great thing about PC. It could be both.
See.
Because essentially. Because like, okay, what the only difference between a PC, right, is like, okay, I'm explaining the setup we have right here right now.
Yeah.
You're on a desk, you're sitting upright, and you're literally on your main controller, which by the way, you could use an Xbox, but mainly PC gamers use keyboard and mouse. It's your preference, right? Again, the beauties of PC gaming. But regularly we use a mouse and keyboard. With consoles, correct me if I'm wrong, current gens, I think you could use a mouse and keyboard now.
I know that you could use mouse and keyboard on PS4 for sure.
But generally people use
for some games only,
the gamepad, right?
Yeah.
That's what That's what the difference is. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Well, okay, you say you guess. Now explain to me why you guess. I need to hear your point. So, because I'm open to changing my mind.
I mean, the way that I would explain a PC, well, there are two ways because, like, in the IT world, anything could be a PC.
He's in IT.
But what I would classify a PC is it's made for more than just gaming. It's made for, like, you can do other things. You can browse the web. Granted, you can browse the web on the PS4 and all that too, but it's like it's made for multi-functioning things.
Shoot, I was gonna say something.
I made you speechless.
Okay, it came back. So basically what you're saying is that the PC hits all platforms. It's not just a gaming platform. It can hit all platforms. See, that's the best thing about PC. That's why I made it. That's why PC to me is its own thing. While consoles is an entirely different... It's an entirely different, like, lane. That's how I see it. You know why? And I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I think PC is more expensive. It's way more expensive than consoles.
It is.
It is.
Factually.
No, the reason why I say that is because I have people telling me that PC... Oh, you can make PC affordable, but, like, here's this. What if you want to play a game like, let's say, Cyberpunk at the highest setting, right? You're gonna spend a little bit more than, like, you know, on your PC than just get a console then if you want to go for affordability, right? So, like, that's what I mean. PC has its own it's its own thing, right? It could be a console, it could be a PC, it could be a workstation, whatever you want. Consoles though, that's its own thing. Like they do their thing. But if we're gonna compare it to handhelds and that, you gotta convince me otherwise, because I just don't see handhelds ever being even if you plug them in. Like, what did you say? You say putting a 3DS. Yeah. That I don't see that being ever. That's never a console to me.
So, what is mobile gaming?
Mobile gaming, it's like the worst thing to ever happen to mankind. I hate it. Like, okay, in all seriousness, mobile gaming is handheld gaming.
What if... I'm sorry, man. I'm just, like, trying to dig deep right now.
Go for it.
What
this is fun.
Because cloud gaming is a thing where you could just kind of, like, stream things onto your TV.
Oh, man. What is that called? I forgot what that's called. I know Apple's doing it. I know...
There's the Google Stadia.
Yeah.
Fucking Amazon's doing their thing. I think it's
you could essentially
Luna.
play. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just need to understand this. You're like you could. It's essentially a streaming platform, right? For games.
Yeah.
Where you could let's say you buy Fallout.
Yeah.
The new Fallout 4.
Yeah.
You could stream it through that device.
Yeah.
You don't need a disc. You don't need to download it. I'm assuming that's how it works.
Yeah, which sounds like an awful. Like,
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's stupid. I don't know why people think.
Dude, okay.
Well, to be fair, I think it's cool. I don't think
it's a good concept, but we're
concept.
not there yet in technology.
Not unless we have Google Fibers. We need really good internet.
Yeah. Anyways, Stadia sucks. So.
I disagree. I don't know what.
But yeah, I wanted to hit on one more topic.
Yeah, go for it.
Go. Like, talk about at all about Xbox. You know, we were saying that Xbox didn't really have exclusives or anything like that, but right now they are in the process of buying Bethesda or ZeniMax, but ZeniMax owns Bethesda, its software, Tango Gameworks for the Evil Within. So if Microsoft buys Bethesda, they still have the potential of making Bethesda games exclusives to Xbox.
See, that scares me. Don't do this to me, Bethesda, Microsoft. Like, I love Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
I think that was I think that's like one of the things that like scare me the most is if they take my beloved games and they make it exclusive for just, you know, Xbox.
Yeah.
That was I would be really sad. That would honestly make me, just like, honestly, the reason why I got into PC gaming is because of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So if they did that, then I'm gonna boycott it. But
that's the thing is, like, you got into PC gaming because of because of Bethesda.
Yes.
Microsoft it's like all PC gaming, so it's like we're not gonna have to worry about the exclusivity.
But we also got to worry about like in terms of because correct me if I'm wrong, but who did the? Do you think they would be on board with microtransactions with like mods and all that? Because that was the best part of Bethesda games, man. Like mods.
Oh, I thought you said microtransactions for mods is the best part. I was like,
no,
that's trash.
No. If I ever said that, kill me.
But I don't know because because
they did do it at one point. Bethesda did it at least.
Yeah, because kind of the way I think that they're gonna go about it is I'm pretty sure that Microsoft is just gonna let Bethesda do their own thing.
Right.
It's just they own the company. They're not gonna they will have a say.
To be honest, like in my opinion, it's granted I only heard that they bought they're going to buy the company, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well the thing is I see a lot of more good things than bad things about this. The only bad thing I see in this is like making it exclusive to like just Xbox. That's the only bad thing. The good thing though is that it's gonna be included into the battle.
The Game Pass.
Why do I say that? Wait, what is it called again?
Game Pass.
The Game Pass. Yeah, the Game Pass. I think that's pretty cool. Like, can you imagine an Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to pay like $60. Wait, 60 or 7, whatever the price range is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you could just, use the
Game Pass.
Game Pass. Use the Game Pass and you have the game already. I think that's pretty cool. Not only that, I heard the only company that I really like under Bethesda is Obsidian.
Well, Obsidian doesn't work with Bethesda anymore after New Vegas because Bethesda kind of did Obsidian dirty.
That's what I was thinking.
But Microsoft owns Obsidian right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Or not what I'm saying. You're on point. I didn't know that. But what I'm saying is, it's like, well, that kind of refutes everything I was gonna say. Because what I was gonna say is that if I thought Bethesda was on, or Obsidian is under Bethesda, since that Microsoft owns it, or if they do own it, then Bethesda don't got shit to say to Obsidian. And plus, they made the best Fallout game.
Yeah, because a lot of people right now they're like, oh shit, if Microsoft owns Obsidian and Bethesda, that means that Obsidian has the potential of making New Vegas 2 or like another Fallout game. Because,
dude.
Because dude, Fallout 4, it was a fun game.
It was alright.
It was fun for what it was.
It was just weird that you had to like, I can't spoil it.
It didn't really feel like all that Fallout-y. Like if you took out all the Fallout stuff and like put another paint on it, I'd be like, hey, that game is pretty cool.
Stop right there. Okay, wait. What do you mean?
I feel like the biggest thing that Fallout 4 had going for it from like the Fallout series is just the aesthetics in a way. Like gameplay wise, it felt like it could you could call that something else.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
It's like how we say that Devil May Cry, the reboot, it's a good action game.
Right.
It's not a good Devil May Cry game.
Right.
So it's just like a similar thing to that.
Good point.
In a way.
Good point.
You
I get it now. I was about to.
Yeah.
I was about to say something, but you're right.
Because it felt so much more actiony,
See, that's the thing.
A lot more gunplay and.
Wouldn't you say that was Fallout 3 though? In a sense.
Yeah.
Sort of, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, essentially it was supposed to be a first-person shooter, right?
Yeah.
An RPG shooter, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they were kind of dealing with the engine they had before.
You're right.
Now with that, well, granted, it's the same damage, but it has more, it has more to offer, and that's what they got.
Yeah.
But I do agree, it is more of it felt like more of a shooter instead of an RPG.
Yeah.
But I still fuck with it though. Granted, it is what
still
it is.
Still a good game.
Yeah,
Anyways, enough about
Fallout
4. Yeah, see, I think a lot of people are speculating, oh, hey, if Bethesda is owned by Microsoft, that their games are going to be exclusive to like Microsoft things like the Xbox and PC. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's going to be that way. Because Microsoft, they're playing the long game.
Okay.
Because Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori
Mm-hmm.
and the Will of the Wisps.
Mm-hmm.
They're indie games
Mm-hmm.
that are owned by Microsoft, which is kind of weird to say because it's first party indie.
Right.
They're also on Switch now, which, like we kind of established earlier, Switch is doing their own thing.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing. I mean, that could also be said with the new Smash Fighter.
Yeah.
Because Minecraft.
Minecraft is owned by Microsoft as well. So it's just like you see that Microsoft, they don't really give a shit on exclusivity. They're like, hey, I can make more money over here if I put it over here.
Well, it's all about profit. And plus, it would make a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I get it.
So it's going to be weird to see if Sony is going to allow a Microsoft company game.
Have they ever done that before?
I don't think so. That's why it's going to be weird for Bethesda if they were to release like Elder Scrolls 6 or that one space game that they're working on the PS5. Granted, all of the Bethesda games that are going to be released on the PS5 are still going to be released on the PS5, like that Ghostwire and what the fuck is that time loop game? Deathloop?
Deathloop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are still going to be released on the PS5.
Right.
Like, that's not going to change.
Right.
But for future games, especially Elder Scrolls and Fallouts, Skyrim is a fucking meme.
Yes.
It's on everything.
Yes, it is.
I don't see Microsoft stopping the next Elder Scrolls game from being the next Skyrim.
You're right. I mean, if they did, there's gonna be a huge uproar.
Dude, that's gonna be...
That would be something else. Like I would.
That would really like give Sony a run for its money.
Hell yeah, dude! No respect after that,
Yeah.
because you can't do that. That's crazy. It started off as it started off PC, but
Yeah.
it essentially evolved as all platforms. To take
Yeah.
it away, what it used to be, example, Bayonetta.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that debacle. It was
On
first-
the Wii U.
Yeah, it was
Bayonetta
for
2.
Xbox and PS4, 3.
PS3, yeah.
And then when they announced Bayonetta 2 was gonna be for the Switch exclusive, yo, I was so mad.
A lot of people were.
Yeah, granted, it's still a good game, but
Yeah.
that's essentially what I'm saying. With if they ever do that, though,
Yeah.
it would just cause a huge uproar, and a little bit of respect would be diverged. I don't think I would respect that at all.
I want to see it though.
What do you mean you want to see it? Okay, explain why you want to see it.
Because like we said, Microsoft doesn't have that many big or important exclusives anymore, aside from Halo. Like, I don't know how well Gears is doing or anything like that. I don't know how well like...
This has been pretty good.
Forza.
It's just that it's...
But when you think Xbox, you're just like, oh yeah, Halo. Color Green, Master Chief, you know? But it's just like... What if now, when you think Microsoft...
I'm sorry, like when you said that, that's the first. I was hoping you said something else, but I'm like, damn, shit. Almost everyone thinks like that, man. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Because when you think PlayStation, what do you think about?
I think of a bunch of things.
Exactly.
God of War. I think of yeah.
Uncharted, The Last of Us.
Okay. You know what? Just to be fair for Xbox, okay, because I owned an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Okay, right now, yeah, Halo. Halo is one of them. Fable, but unfortunately,
Hasn't existed since the 360, I think.
yeah, it died. But it's coming back, and well, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is an exclusive, but the Kinect.
Connected was an Xbox thing.
It was an Xbox thing,
Yeah.
but every game obviously is an exclusive to that, right? Granted,
Yeah.
everything was a colossal failure, but
Right.
yeah, that was one thing I remembered from it. What else did I remember from it though? Gears of War. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
You might have to cut this out.
No, I'm not going to cut this out because this is going to go to show how hard it is for you to think of Microsoft games.
Wait. I'm thinking real hard right now, man. Holy shit. Wait, time out. Because I'm trying to defend Xbox right now. I'm trying to think. No, that can't be it. I know I played a few more.
I would argue that you're going against Xbox because what I'm trying to say right now is that if they had Bethesda as exclusives only, that means that they have more exclusives to think about.
That's okay. Yes, true. But damn it. Okay, you got a point. Yeah, I don't. My head's not. It's not showing up. Because those are the major games I think of.
Yeah.
Right. Those are the major games I really think of. That's about it. Yeah. Yeah. But normally it's Halo, and green.
Yeah.
And also the red ring, but that's not a game. But other than that, though, yeah, that's. I guess that's a good thing for Xbox for exclusivity. Now people are gonna think like, "Oh, Skyrim, no, Xbox," but that's not how I see it, though.
What? Like, how do you see it?
It's for every console, like it was always meant to be. That's always how I've seen it, but I just think it's weird. Just hearing that, I just think that would be weird. It's like having a brother, and he's like, "Hey man, what's up? I know you've known me for like 20 years. I just hope you know that I'm not your brother."
Yeah, a little bit, but not really. But yeah.
Well, that's how it feels. It's like Skyrim kind of like, or Microsoft like just took it away. But then again, I just don't see it being. I don't see them doing that though. I know you say they're playing the long game, but do you really think they're gonna do that?
To keep it as exclusives?
Yeah, just the way it is.
Nah, I don't see them doing that.
Okay.
Like,
I think I'm fine there.
I think it would be cool. I really want to see it.
This is what do you mean?
I want to see it.
You want to see it,
but I don't think it's gonna happen.
But what do you gain from this?
I don't gain anything. I don't lose anything. That's the thing.
Okay,
PC gamers, man.
Okay, but how about this? I need to understand why you want this to happen.
I think it'd just be fun.
It'd just be fun.
And like honestly, like it would bring Xbox back into the limelight because I feel like for the last like the current gen with the Xbox One, it really like shot itself in the foot right in the beginning because it was like, oh, hey, you can't share discs. That was like the biggest thing on why people were like, no, fuck you, Xbox.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. And well, I will say this: they were always good on the online aspect. They were way better than the Sonys for sure.
And their systems are always better, like performance wise.
Yeah,
it's always stronger.
Yeah, it was always better. But you do got a point though. They don't really have that much games.
Yeah. So another thing about Microsoft that people are speculating, this is all rumors.
Okay.
But like right now, Microsoft, they are trying to break into the Japanese market a lot more. They were just recently in the like Tokyo Game Show.
Okay.
But all the trailers that they showed were old trailers.
Okay.
But so they're in the process of acquiring Bethesda, but people are speculating that they're also in the process of buying Sega.
Oh man.
All right, this is like, Sega, of course, owns Sonic.
Yeah.
Also owns Yakuza.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Okay. Also owns Bayonetta.
Nintendo, get your mans. What's going on? Okay. What's gonna happen? So you said the rumor. What's going to happen? Speculate. What's going to happen when they do this? Let's say they buy them, so they're exclusives now, right?
Then they gotta share in the Japanese market. Like that's a big. I mean, it's not huge.
It's a good portion though, man. But
Sega is like a legend in.
They've been known. They're known in the gaming industry, man. They made some pretty good games. That's crazy. If this is true, this would be crazy. One, the exclusives, it would be now an exclusive for Microsoft. But what's gonna happen to Bayonetta?
Dude, that's gonna be like that's.
That's what now I'm trying to figure that out. Like, what's gonna happen? Again, rumors, but like, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna be weird because dude, Bayonetta 3 was announced like so long ago.
Dude, that was like
3 years ago. Maybe?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, every time there's an event, the Bayonetta fan base, they're like, oh shit, they're gonna show Bayonetta, and then
nothing ever happens. But
but what if now it's like the reason why is because Microsoft has been doing this. What if they're like, since they're in the process of acquiring Sega, the reason why Bayonetta is not like being shown is because, hey, Microsoft
this is top secret shit.
Yeah. Granted, that means that they would have had been working on this for like ever now.
If they do that, then does that mean that they're not then they're no longer Switch. Because it's a Microsoft Microsoft exclusive. So I don't know how.
But like, we do see that Microsoft again is willing to have their games on the Switch with Ori, and if they're gonna acquire Sega games and get Bayonetta,
Yeah, but is Ori? Is it exclusive to a certain device?
yeah, Ori is on PC, Xbox, and just recently Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
I think Nintendo would be fine with it. I just don't think they would go for the. It's not exclusive anymore.
I'm not gonna get my Princess Peach skin anymore. I'm not gonna get my Bowser legs.
I don't know, man. It's that's a crazy. Honestly, if that's true, those are big moves. Like honestly, I think that's pretty cool. Like again, I don't know how this could be a bad thing.
Yeah, like I mean,
Do you think that would be a bad thing?
no? Compared to Bethesda, this isn't bad at all.
Like if, like I said, again, I know you want it, but if they make it exclusive and no other consoles could use it, that rhymed, yo.
Bars.
But like, then there would be an uproar at that point. You know?
Yeah. But man, I'm just looking at my Yakuza collection. I'm just like, oh look, they're all PlayStation. I'm down to get all the games for the PC again, though.
I know. And plus, it's in the Battle Pass.
Yeah, Game Pass.
Oh my god! The Game Pass, so that's pretty cool. So, but even then, just out of curiosity, if you, let's say it does become, the Yakuza series became like exclusive for the Xbox,
Yeah.
for the Game Pass.
Mhm.
I said it right this time.
Hey.
Would that make you buy an Xbox at that point?
Well, again, I'd just probably get it on the PC if everything came on PC. Only reason is for Yakuza 2 and 6, because they run on the harder engine. They only run 30 frames on the consoles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
But they do run 60 because I tested it out recently. I was just like, oh shit, I can't go back.
By the way, he's like a he's like a huge fan of the Yakuza game. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
But dude, even if they re-released the Bayonetta 2 and all that, I would instantly buy
instant
those.
buy. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Like, look, it's funny because I borrowed the Switch just to play the games. The first thing I played was Bayonetta.
Yeah.
That game was legit. I was more sad that it didn't even come out for the PC, or not the PC, but the other consoles.
Yeah.
But if just like you said, if it came out, dude, instant buy.
Dude, I play that game on handheld mode. That shit fucking hurt.
Dude, like it's intense. It
Yeah.
gets intense. It gets intense, man. It gets intense.
But yeah, I think this would be a pretty good spot to end it. Again, just
For sure.
everything in those last few minutes about Sega, all speculation.
Yep.
But I would kind of like to see it because that'd be really interesting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I think we could call it there.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So yeah, thanks for listening. And if you like what you heard, please comment down below about your opinions or any sort of criticism that you might have for us. Check us out on Spotify, iTunes, and on YouTube. But also check us out on Twitch because we just recently started live streaming. And all those links will be provided in the links in the description below. Thank you. Okay. Who's there?